We are the first in America that have done craft brewing.
Realizing that was going to be done, that was it. Like, none of us wanted it to end.
When we first heard of the news breaking out that Anchor was closing, the first thought is like complete dread, of course. Like, if an institution like that can't survive, how are we supposed to survive?
Foxtail Fermentation wanted to hop on and help us.
With the funding to try and buy back this brewery,
We're trying to support the workers taking back the power of something that they truly are responsible for creating.
I wanted to call this beer Solidarity Ale because that's what got us to where we're at now.
They're brewing beer in a space that might be the size of your kitchen, but the beer in this tank is part of something much bigger. It's the story of how a small brewery just over a year old is helping workers in their effort to preserve a piece of Bay Area brewing history that's been around for more than a century.
Cheers, guys.
Anchor has been in San Francisco for 127 years.
Thousands of breweries open and thousands of breweries close, and to have something that's been around this long, that says a lot.
I worked with people that was my dad's age, you know? And like, they were my mentors.
It's something that we want to keep alive.
so we're gonna try and figure out a way to try and buy it back.
Make it employee owned and make it a co-op.
One of the few worker co-op breweries, maybe the only one in the Bay Area.
How big of a mountain is this for you to climb?
It's a huge mountain. It's like Mount Everest huge, basically. But people have climbed Mount Everest, so we could climb it too.
This is where the magic happens.
Yes.
This is it.
Foxtail is a brewery, it is a restaurant. The beer industry is a very tight-knit community. A lot of people like know each other. We're standing in solidarity with them, brewing this beer for them, donating money to them in their efforts to purchase the brewery.
I feel like I've seen a lot of impossible things happen in my life, and it represents a lot more than just saving Anchor Brewing. It represents what all of the Bay can do together if they kind of stand together and they work together.
You're going straight from the tank on that.
Yeah, I rigged up a jockey box to go from the tank.
The tank that you brewed it in.
100 gallons, yeah. You can see we've already served that much.
So since noon today, you've served several kegs worth of this stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
And is that a testament to how good it is or to how good the mission is?
I'd say maybe a little bit both, but I think mostly the mission.
People came in like immediately looking for the beer, so they knew. Steam beer is basically a riff on the California Common, which has a big history going back to pre-prohibition times.
It's dad beer.
Dad beer. Everybody's dad drinks Anchor Steam.
All of our dads drank Anchor Steam.
Our historian, before his retirement, we talked about a beer that was being brewed before Prohibition.
Corn was available back then as a cheaper alternative to producing beer. We're using malted corn to make something that we think might have tasted like a pre-prohibition beer, like when Anchor Steam was first starting out.
To solidarity, to strength in numbers, and to good beer.
It's a good beer. Cheers.
What do you think of this beer?
It's amazing. It's a little bit different than what Enterprise did. Enterprise made a solid beer as well. This one's a little bit more bitter.
Ooh, that's good.
To me, this tastes like the beers I had when I first came to California. This tastes like a California ale. It tastes like the beers you have with your friends at a barbecue.
This is like California memories in a glass.
Yes.
Exactly. Putting this out for Labor Day just like landed so perfectly because the point of like unions, the point of like cooperatives is that people put in labor together, and together people are extremely strong.
To buy back the brewery.
Anchor.
Solidarity!
Another one?
Another one. Solidarity.
Yes.